You've already judged me. In the time it took you to click this video and see my face, your brain made thousands of calculations about who I am. Trustworthy? Competent? Worth listening to? And here's the disturbing part. You made those decisions in 1/10 of a second. Not 1 second. Point 1. That's literally faster than you can blink. And the worst part? I did the same thing to you. Let me show you what's really happening in your brain right now. 2006, Princeton University. Two psychologists show people photographs of faces for exactly 1/10 of a second, then ask them to rate trustworthiness, competence, and likability. The results should terrify you. Those split-second judgments, virtually identical to judgments made after staring at the face for as long as they wanted. Your brain reaches a conclusion in less time than a hummingbird flaps its wings once, and then it just spends the rest of the time justifying that instant decision. But why would evolution design us this way? Simple. 2 million years ago, your ancestor hears a rustle in the grass. Taking time to carefully evaluate whether it's a predator or wind might make you more accurate. It'll also get you eaten. The humans who survived weren't the best judges. They were the fastest. You inherited that same lightning-fast threat detection system. And it's running right now, scanning every person you meet before you even realize they're there. Here's what most people get completely wrong about first impressions. They think it's about tricking others. It's not. Let me tell you what happened to me 5 years ago. I walked on stage for a presentation, looked down at my notes, fumbled with the microphone, and said, "Sorry, just give me a second to get set up." That was it. 10 seconds. I lost the entire room. Because in that instant, I communicated uncertainty, low status, lack of preparation. And no amount of brilliant content could overcome that initial signal. The brutal truth? First impressions aren't about being judged. They're about giving people's brains permission to invest attention in you. When you signal confidence in those first moments, you're telling their unconscious mind, it's safe to engage here. When you signal uncertainty, you're saying, you can tune this out. This is why just be yourself is terrible advice for first impressions. Not because you should be fake, but because your unfiltered, unrehearsed self isn't your best self. Your best self understands the game being played. So what actually matters in that 1/10 of a second? Princeton's research found shockingly specific details. Faces with mature features, defined jawline, narrower eyes, automatically register as more competent and dominant. Rounder, younger-looking faces register as warmer and more trustworthy. You can't change your bone structure, but you can emphasize different features. Going into a job interview or negotiation. Subtle narrowing of the eyes. Firm mouth. Slight forward head tilt. These micro-adjustments shift perception from friendly to capable. Meeting your partner's parents or building trust. Slightly wider eyes. Gentle smile. Head tilt to the side, signaling openness. But here's the critical part nobody tells you. These only work if your body language matches. If your face says confident, but your shoulders are hunched and hands are fidgeting, you create cognitive dissonance. And when people experience that mixed signal, they default to distrust. Every single time. Because evolutionarily, mixed signals meant deception or danger. Now here's the part that'll flip everything I just said. The most successful people aren't the ones who optimize their first impressions for universal appeal. They're the ones who create strong, polarizing impressions that deeply resonate with their target audience while actively repelling everyone else. Research shows that distinctive first impressions, even ones some people dislike, create stronger relationships than generic pleasantness. A fine first impression disappears instantly. A strong one acts as a filter, attracting your people while signaling to others you're not for them. That's not rejection, that's efficiency. So stop trying to make everyone like you. Your brain can only handle about 150 real relationships anyway. Instead, be so clear about who you are that people's unconscious pattern matching immediately categorizes you correctly. Not as perfect, as authentically you. Because here's the real secret. The most powerful first impression happens when there's zero gap between who you're presenting and who you actually are. Not because authenticity is morally superior, but because your brain can't maintain a performance while processing everything else. The naturally charismatic aren't faking anything. They've just aligned their internal and external selves so completely that there's nothing to perform. That 1/10 of a second? It's not about that moment. It's about the years of self-knowledge that come before it. It's that same 1/10 of a second to like, subscribe, and share this video.